Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a very simple strategy to trade the Nasdaq, which is also the NAS 100 or US 100. Now this is a very simple strategy that can give you at least 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Very simple. All right, now I took this trade, all right, and you can see how it went. Okay, a perfect 1:3 risk to reward. Very simple. Now you can actually use this strategy on Nasdaq, you can use it on SPX, you can use it on US 30. All right, those are the indices I trade most often using this strategy. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this setup to explain the whole strategy. So let's get straight up into the class. First of all, I'm going to be removing the whole drawings, and I want to start from the whole overview of the whole price market. All right, now I want you to understand something. Okay, first of all, looking at structure, you will understand, or you will agree with me, the price was, trending down, doing the whole lower low and lower high thing, whole lower low, lower high, and then something happened here. All right, a break of structure, a market structure shift rather happened here. All right, market structure shift, we turned bullish, we started going up. All right, we turned bullish, started doing the bullish thing, and then at this point now something happened. Okay, price traded into what? Another block. All right, price traded into another block. So now your first requirement for this strategy is that you want to have price trading at a higher time frame point of interest. Okay, now you can see this on 15 minutes time frame. If I should show you this on 4-hour time frame, you'll see that it is a higher time frame point of interest. All right, now looking at this from the 4-hour time frame, you see that this is a very, very clean order block on the higher time frame, which is on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so your first requirement for this strategy is that you want to see price trading at a higher time frame point of interest. All right, now in this case, our point of interest happens to be what? The H4 order block. Is that simple? All right, now once we have price trading at our H4 point of interest, we will also put into consideration some things. All right, now once we have price trading at our H4 point of interest, we will want to navigate down to a smaller time frame, something like maybe the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes. Personally, all right, I like the 15 minutes time frame, or I prefer the 15 minutes time frame. So I would want to use the 15 minutes time frame most of the times. The only time where I might not take the 15 minutes time frame information is if I don't see anything clear. Then I can proceed to now check possibly the 30 minutes time frame or the 5-minute time frame. All right, now let's assume from this point, okay, we have price, okay, tapping into the H4 point of interest. Okay, now at this point we want to have something that will give us a guarantee that price will go bearish, if not completely, at least for a period of time. Now what we want to look out for is a market structure shift. All right, so if you've been following me for a while, you know that I prefer to use the confirmation entry a lot of times, because the confirmation entry saves you a whole lot of bullshit. All right, now one thing you want to notice is that first of all, we have what? A buy side liquidity taken here. All right, this is buy side liquidity taken. I think I should actually write that. Buy side liquidity taken. Oh, the color. Okay, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna use this instead. Then possibly, and that all right, so at that point now we have what? Buy side liquidity taken. All right, so all right, so at this point now we have what? Buy side liquidity taken. Okay, now something happened here. All right, pay close attention. Let me zoom in so you can see it. Now at this point, okay, we also had another break of structure right here to the upside, but this break of structure that occurred here moved without leaving liquidity behind. So this low that engineered the move for this break of structure becomes the liquidity, because price did not leave any liquidity on the move. So price will definitely need to grab liquidity. Now something happened, okay? Price grab liquidity. Now because of this break of structure that occurred here, the break of this low has already given us what? A market structure shift. All right, because of this break of structure, because of this BOS that happened here, all right, price has already given us what? A market structure shift, in the sense that we have what? Buy side taking, and then a break of the previous low, previous higher low, I mean. All right, now since we have been able to identify a market structure shift, now we need a point of interest on this smaller time frame that will tell us, okay, now it's time for you to go into the market. All right, now if you look, all right, I want you to notice something. All right, looking above here, you're gonna see what? We also had buy side liquidity taken. Now what do I mean by that? Look at this week, guys. This week grabbed liquidity. This week grabbed liquidity. All right, now after grabbing liquidity, we have what? An order block here. So for the fact that this high was able to grab liquidity, it kinds of guarantees that this order block is going to be valid. All right, it kinds of gives us the guarantee that this order block is going to be valid. Now I actually have a thread on order block where I talked about trading order blocks like this. Now one thing I use for my entry, I use the opening of this candlestick. All right, I use the opening of this candlestick, which happens to be what? This point here. This was where I used for my sell entry. Okay, so if you've been following me on X, I talked about this. So now this is my sell limit. All right, this is my sell limit. So all I had to do was extend it, okay, and then that was where I placed my sell limit. At this point, SL above here. Now with this strategy, all right, I'm going to advise you stick to 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so if you're aiming at 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, you're going to have something like this. Okay, and you're even good this way. All right, having captured something like this, you are good. And then you can see how price moved and swiftly, all right, hit your take profit. At this point you have 4 RR, but personally I'm going to advise you stick to what? 3 risk to reward ratio. Once you're able to capture this 3, or once you're able to catch this 3 RR, it's also a very, very good trade. But even if possibly you had to maybe extend your TP, you'll be able to catch about 5 risk to reward ratio. All right, so now this is a strategy you can use on USD, on GBP USD. Also you can use it on US 100, which is the Nasdaq. You can use it on SPX, you can use it on US 30, US oil. Guys, it is a strategy that works. You can see it's price action based, and I did not talk about anything indicator. All right, before I round up, one thing I also want to bring to your notice is this. All right, if you look, you're gonna see we have equal high liquidity at this point. Now this equal high liquidity has given you more confirmation, because now price will have to go back up and grab this liquidity. And one thing you must understand is that liquidity fuels price. For price to move significantly, price must have to grab liquidity from the opposite side. So price grabbing this buy side liquidity is what will give price the fuel to sell. All right, so it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. What gives price the momentum to sell is that price is able to grab this equal high liquidity over here. All right, so one thing I want you to understand is that if you have liquidity just very close to your point of interest, all right, or if your point of interest is lying above a liquidity, then there's a very high possibility that your setup is gonna play out, because liquidity somehow serves as confirmation. All right, so have that at the back of your mind. I believe this video was helpful. If this is your first time on my channel, do well to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell. You can also join me on WhatsApp, on X, or on Telegram, all right, for daily chat analysis. Have an amazing time trading. Have an amazing time learning. It's your trader King Wesley, and I'm signing out.